The long-awaited duel finally began in the center of the arena, where Xu Lingxuan now stood face to face with the young Lu Wanner. From the elevated judges' seats, the instructor of Skyvo Academy watched Xu Lingxuan closely. His gaze was cold and serious as he issued a strict warning, telling Xu Lingxuan not to disappoint him in this match. At the same moment, Xu Lingxuan released an overwhelming surge of energy while gripping his sword tightly. In an instant, the entire arena seemed to freeze. The temperature dropped sharply, and snow began to fall from the sky. Lu Wanner was surprised by the sudden cold. She raised her palm to catch the falling snowflakes and asked in confusion why snow was appearing in the middle of their fight. However, Xu Lingxuan did not give her time to recover. He charged forward at once and unleashed a powerful technique. Glowing lines and sharp slashes filled the arena, and under the relentless barrage, Lu Wanner seemed unable to move. Pieces of her red clothing were torn apart and swept away by the intense pressure of Xu Lingxuan's attack. After the devastating opening assault, Xu Lingxuan turned his back confidently, as if victory were already decided. Arrogantly, he said the child was not even worth injuring and claimed she was even more useless than Yi Chuan. Principal Zhao could not help but comment that the fight had ended too easily, feeling embarrassed that it looked like they were bullying a child. Meanwhile, Principal Sha Zhan simply smiled and repeatedly said that it was coming. Principal Zhao froze in confusion, beads of sweat forming as he stared at Principal Sha Zhan. At the same time, Xu Lingxuan frowned when he noticed that the referee had not announced his victory and was instead signaling that the fight was not over. He immediately looked toward Lu Wanner's position and was shocked to see a red aura slowly emerging from her body. In an instant, Lu Wanner's appearance changed. A blazing aura enveloped her as she shouted that it was now her turn to attack. She activated her secret technique, Berserk Blood Warrior. Her body expanded rapidly, her muscles swelling as she transformed into a massive warrior. Xu Lingxuan was stunned as the enormous shadow of Lu Wanner slowly approached him. Lu Wanner fixed him with a sharp stare, and with terrifying speed and weight, she charged forward. The arena floor cracked with every step she took. As she closed in, Lu Wanner threw a lightning-fast and extremely powerful punch. Xu Lingxuan barely managed to defend himself and was struck head-on. The sheer force sent him flying, crashing into the ground as blood flowed from his body. In his mind, he could not stop wondering what kind of monster possessed such terrifying strength. Before he could recover or stand up, Lu Wanner attacked again. She leapt high into the air and came crashing down with a knee strike aimed at Xu Lingxuan. He narrowly dodged at the last moment, causing the attack to slam directly into the ground and trigger massive destruction. The explosion of debris sent Xu Lingxuan flying once more. Xu Lingxuan's eyes widened as he saw the huge crater in the floor and realized that if he had taken that hit directly, he would likely be dead. Before he could regain his composure, he noticed that Lu Wanner had lifted an enormous chunk of stone. In the next instant, she hurled it toward him with incredible speed and force. Xu Lingxuan reacted immediately. He sprang to his feet and unleashed a series of rapid sword slashes. Each strike left behind trails of glowing blue energy as the stone was cut apart, and even his eyes shone with a blue light after the attack. He then shouted the name of his technique, Snow Phantom. Xu Lingxuan surrounded Lu Wanner with multiple afterimages of himself created from his power. These figures moved swiftly, dancing around Lu Wanner's muscular body, ready to strike at any moment. Lu Wanner attempted to stop them with a powerful punch that released a violent burst of energy, successfully destroying several illusions. In the next instant, Xu Lingxuan's sword appeared, slicing through the air toward Lu Wanner. Lu Wanner failed to dodge, and the blade pierced her shoulder. Blood immediately flowed as she grimaced in pain. Xu Lingxuan stared at her coldly and pushed the sword in deeper, releasing an intense freezing aura. A bitter smile appeared on his face as he declared that it was all over for her. Ice slowly spread across Lu Wanner's wounded body, and Xu Lingxuan explained that within moments, the snowflakes would completely immobilize her. Suddenly, Lu Wanner grabbed Xu Lingxuan's hand. She revealed the true power of a rare berserk blood warrior as her muscular body grew even larger, despite her arms being covered in thick ice. Shu Lingxuan was shocked to see that Lu Wanner could still move despite the severe wound to her shoulder. Lu Wanner tightened her grip on Shu Lingxuan's arm, causing her to cry out in shock. Shu Lingxuan could not believe that Lu Wanner was melting the ice surrounding her body using only the heat of her own blood. In the next instant, Lu Wanner unleashed a devastating punch that struck Shu Lingxuan directly in the face, sending blood spraying. Shu Lingxuan screamed in pain and fear, overwhelmed by Lu Wanner's strength, a power he could no longer block or escape. Among the spectators, Principal Zhao was filled with anxiety, wondering if Shu Lingxuan was about to lose the match. At the same time, Principal Sha Zhan shouted angrily, ordering Lu Wanner to take revenge and beat her opponent even more brutally. After enduring the brutal beating, Shu Lingxuan finally broke down in tears and begged for help. In the final moment, she looked toward Yi Chuan, her face covered in blood and tears streaming down. On the other side, Yi Chuan remained calm, clapping his hands as he praised Lu Wanner's powerful attacks against Shu Lingxuan. The chapter ends here. Watch out for our upcoming uploads. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and click the notification bell so you'll always be updated on our future videos.